as they've gone for a damaged jungler. See what KSV make of this. Won't see Camille fall through picks and bans anytime soon. This will be a top lane Camille for KSV. Is locked in as a blind pick, so Gnar would have potentially a difficult matchup to deal with. And, well, if it's Core JJ, it's Taric, it feels like. But this draft does go forwards very well with Camille and Zac. And if they're the ones initiating, if they don't fall behind in the early to mid game, then the Taric pick makes a lot of sense. If they fall behind, it's very difficult to play a draft like KSV has. They really only go one way. KT looking for aggression. How much aggression is the question? Maybe it's back to spring 2017, everyone's a carry. As KT Rolster experimenting with the Vladimir, they're just going to go with the Gnar. A bit of a self-counter pick, but Gnars have been doing better and better in the matchup in top lane, kind of forcing Camille into a jungle role more often than not. Smeb on the Gnar versus Cuvée on the Camille. Feels like KT have been showing a lot of indecision on the drop, but what they're left with is very powerful. You just feel like very centered around snowballing on the Zoe, because whenever the Unbreakable is down in the late game, people are going to be getting one shot by a Zoe.
Very true. I think this game one should be a fun one because bot, and speaking of ultimates, he's got it. And
it's fighting time.
Yep, the flash shot in. Ruler doesn't have his flash anymore. They're going to be looking for that as Pawn flashes in. He's underneath the turret, though. Do they have enough damage to take him out? The stun from Braum coming in. It is. Pawn able to pick up first blood, even after taking the turret shots for about 4 times.
I mean, they just had so much layering of CC. They needed the full duration of the ultimate to actually confirm the kill, because they needed the time for the trap to arm from the Caitlyn. They use everything. They get the kill. KT can also teleport back to lane and continue the punishment here. It's a really nice lead thing. Now they know ults are down and KT are going to attack.
Scorer sprinting through the jungle. He's got Pawn on his heels. Cuvée, thankfully, is here. Trying to make it in. The only one who's not here is Zoe. Trying to get on top of that target, looks like. Underneath all of that, finally gets taken out at the end of it all. But that was just the one pick that they needed to continue pushing on in towards Tier 2.
It's going to be the second turret, at least started here. Such great siege from Deft in particular. KSV, it feels like another game where everyone's kind of on different wavelengths. They haven't been able to stick the landing on their setups. Turn on to Crown, but not going to have the damage to take safe.
Another low turret. Another objective for KT to look for. Mana interrupting that slingshot. Haru taking tons of damage and even a super defensive Cosmic Radiance just to make sure nobody dies. Not sure that anybody would have in the end, but again, results goes towards KT.
Burn it down.
Looks like maybe. Look at all the traps that are set up too by the Caitlyn. It's getting pretty low here. The disengage too. Haru, he wants to get in, but it's too slow. Coming from the top side now is Cuvée. They're going to go straight onto him. No QSS onto Cuvée. That's a nice little bonus kill picked up by KT. The maneuvering and the fast Baron decision works out for them.
A game that was begging for decisiveness. KT waits till they find their time, commits to a decision. Braum used his ultimate to force the Zac to reposition. It didn't interrupt the Elastic Slingshot, but by the time he actually could channel it, the Baron was gone. We know exactly how strong the Caitlyn siege is, and Braum's going to put up the shield. They're going to try and break the base, and what can KT do to stop them?
You were talking about one team fight to decide it all, but it looks like it might have just been the one Baron to decide it all, because we got mid pushing in, we got top inhibitor going down. KT
have one attempt to fight, maybe none, and the game could just end around them.
Looking for the engage, they want to deny it, and tons of stuns here onto Smeb. He still gets a 2-man ultimate, and he has the GA. Cosmic Radiance comes down, Score eats a big one, but they are going to be able to pick up the top laner in Smeb at the end of it all. Nice stands there by KSV.
It does end the start of the Baron power play, but Baron is actually alive for so long. Still 2 minutes of Baron left. They're going to recall. They've already been able to break the base in 2 spots and take a single inhibitor. KSV showing a bit of teamfight readiness. The first time that Cosmic Radiance and also the Zac engage has been able to be layered for multiple games, it feels like, when it comes to the Cosmic Radiance in particular. We're going to see the replay. Smeb has the Mega Gnar bar, so he feels confident to stand up, to walk up. He's still in the base. He hasn't hopped out. Thinks he can just use the wall as a conduit, but free DPS down. KT don't have another frontliner to join him. To inch forward when you're in the enemy base. Everything can be defended. There's such a terrain advantage for the defending team. As Haru tries something.
They lock him down. It's the same combination that we've seen before. Cosmic Radiance, though, this time saves his life. Cleanse available for Defty. He's not even going to use it to get out of that one. Decides, no, I'll just push ahead and save it. Meanwhile, Smeb getting himself into some trouble here. Has the Guardian Angel to buy some time for his teammates to come on over. Inhibitor still up in the top side, but they want to get some kills here. Crown getting low, and the minions take him out alongside Pawn. Even the Camille getting low at the end of this one. Haru pushing forward now. He's got no support, just a stopwatch.
They're going to try and end the game here. KT rolls to Smeb, just teleports in. They're going for the end.
Here we go. Smeb coming on in. They're just looking to push everybody away at this point. Score, he wants to have some play in this game, some kills, but he just gets taken out towards the end. And they will be able to take down this last member of QV. Ruler still in the fountain. Will it be enough? Yes, it will. The ace comes through, and KT finally take game number 1.
Really intriguing game of League of Legends. Not for everyone, a bit of an art house film, but it was just a horror for the side of KSV. You could name the things they actually got this game on one hand, a few fingers, you know, an early Drake, a couple of kills, I believe maybe just the one, I forget now, but only one consequential kill throughout the entire game. And KT, even though their comp looked more narrow,